Yo, how's it going, folks? It's me again, your boy Towel. This is another session of Coding for Superheroes. So yeah, this time I'm going to be talking about the social emotional learning app that I've been telling you about. But this time I won't be doing a lot of talking. Oh, I will be doing some talking, but I just want to take you through the visual process. I'm talking from conception to production. So I just want you to understand the thought process, the different challenges that I'm facing, and the progress that I have made, and the different decisions that I had to make along the line. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and check it out. Okay, here we are, folks. So now I'm gonna take you through the whole steps. Basically, this is the rough work. I'm talking about the rough sketches that I made to create this design. So yeah, I made it with my favorite program, Creator. Check it out. It's for free. It's awesome. So okay, so here's the main screen. So now this is supposed to represent the phone if you don't catch on. And this is my pathetic attempt for a logo. But this is just for illustration purposes. So this will be what the logo, or where the logo will be situated. I've got like different elements. It will be Cell Academy. Well, that's the name that I've got for now, but I will come up with a better one. The main screen will be looking like this. These represent the different screens. Okay, so you'll get the welcome screen, you get the menu screen, and then the start screen. Now in the welcome screen, this is where you'll get the logo, and then you click on one over there. And in the menu, you have a start button, info, and exit. So you'll have three buttons there that you can click, and then they will lead you to different pages. And then the start screen, well, this is where you are starting the game. So you will have a character that is welcoming you. You will have a sign up form, and then you will have a play button. The character that welcomes you is welcoming you to the Social Emotional Learning Academy. And you have to sign up so that they have your details, and then they can refer to you by your name. So from then on, you have a profile. Okay, so that will be just your profile and all your personal information. And so that's how the schema will go. And then you've got the game level design. Now the game level design, now this is not like a proper level design. This is obviously rough. So let me just break it down like this for you. Okay, so you will go from this. This is the start screen. So when you press the play button, then it will lead you to this screen right here. So you'll be entering into this classroom. So your character will instantiate over here. And from then on, then you are in a classroom. So you find yourself in a classroom setting. This will be a lecturer or a teacher. It might be there or not, but this is just for illustration purposes. So there's like a lecturer in the room, and you have this projector over here, and then you have like a virtual reality headset. Now how this will work is that you'll first go to the projector. This is where you will have the introduction. So this will be the theoretical lesson about social emotional learning, whatever the first topic will be. And then once you have gone through the theory, then you will go to a VR simulator, and there, this is where you will actually get to practice everything that you've learned. So you will be put in a game scenario where you will be given a problem to solve based on the topic that you've just learned about previously. Okay, and so this is how you will progress. Okay, so here we are. Now this is the project folder, what the entire project is. This is a Cell app. So this is where I've got all my stuff. And since this is going to be a mobile application, my plan was to use PhoneGap. So everything is going to be done in CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. And then I will use PhoneGap to convert it to a mobile app. But my plans have changed since then because I realized that not so long ago, PhoneGap was discontinued by Microsoft. So I will be using Apache Cordova, okay, as an option. But as you can see here, I had already set up my project with PhoneGap. So this is how it works. So all of my code base is in this www folder. In here, this is where I've got my CSS, I've got my images. So this is kind of like a folder setup where all the different files are located. Okay, so this is what my main screen looks like. Okay, this is what I was talking about here. This is an example of what this would be looking like, but at the moment this is just simple. So we've got Cell Academy. So this is the menu screen that I was talking about. So these are the 3 buttons, you know, like I mentioned over here. So this is the second screen, and so when I click start, then it will take me to this screen over here. This is where you've got the character that's welcoming you. You've got a sign up form, and then you've got a play button. So there you go. The character is like, hello there, my name is Joe, welcome to Cell Academy, what's your name? And here you're supposed to then enter your details. I am Thabo Modise, blah blah blah, and password, la la la, and then from then on I will just then submit it. Okay, so once I've done that, then I can press start. Now start will take me to this, I called it play screen. What this will be is, this will be where all my information is, you know, so I can get to see all the information. This will be, for instance, my inventory, and this will be my profile. You know, there's no information there at the moment, of course. These are just representations, and yeah, I kind of forgot what this is, like for some reason I can't remember, but anyway, it has a purpose, I'm sure. So then I can also choose a different level. So yes, I can choose a level here: easy, medium, hard. Of course I will go for hard because I'm a hardcore guy, you know what I mean. So then I go back. Okay, so when I press start, then it will take me to this screen over here. Never mind all of this, I'll explain why it looks the way that it does, but this will be the classroom setup, the one that I spoke of here, that I presented over here. Okay, so this is your classroom setup, and yeah, now here you've got your little laptop here with the headset. The headset is pretty small. Like I said, at the moment I'm still trying to figure out which way. Maybe I will make it bigger, you know, so that it's more visible. And then you've got a chair over here and with a projector right here. So this is where you, when you enter, this will kind of be highlighted, you know, to indicate that this is where you're supposed to come. And all of these will not be so interactive. These will be static objects because there's nothing happening there. So the whole point is for you to come here, sit down, get a theoretical lecture, and then you come to your VR headset. Once this is done, then this will be accessible. I will make this to not be accessible before you watch the theoretical lecture first. And yeah, so this will be the basic setup that with each and every level that you're going to be going through, you'll just be basically going to another topic, and then you'll be moving into a similar setup. It's basically going to be the same room, you know, but with different topics. Maybe I'll change the color, you know, so that I give it a bit of variation, but this is the basic setup. And yes, the set dressing will be better, so please don't judge me on that. Like I said, this is rough. Okay, I'm getting defensive there, but hey, anyway, insecurities. So this is how the whole game is going to work. So yeah, now I'll just take you through the code base. This is how everything looks. This is my index, the HTML. So I've got basic HTML here, and I've got a script which is connected to it. Now this script is what will run the whole thing. And one thing that I also wanted to show you is, since I created this design, I made it with SVG. I did it in Inkscape because I wanted it to be scalable vector graphics so that I can scale them and they would not pixelate. But I had problems, you know, with the navigation because somehow the positions were not so accurate, you know, so it was hard to position things and to also create interactions because yeah, I could not calculate where some objects were because where they were supposed to be and where they were was not the same, you know. The positions that it's allocated to the object was not really accurate, so in that sense I could not really create an accurate interaction with the object because yeah, it was weird that way. So what I did is then I decided to squash the SVG because yeah, it's not working out. And this is what that looked like. Let me just go to game screen. Now this is what SVGs look like. I know, or if you don't know any of this stuff, probably doesn't make sense, but yeah, this is the file that I saved from Inkscape, and then I saved an optimized version of it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. That's an SVG file, so you can see it's quite a mouthful or a screenful. So what I did, since I had problems with that, then I created another iteration of it. I called it canvas. I'm using the canvas element, which you find in HTML. So this is another way of drawing graphics on your screen, on your browser. But canvas is pixel based, so it's raster images. So because of that, then it does not have the same advantage as SVG because it pixelates depending on the size. But the good thing is that since I already have the graphic in SVG, then I can just scale it up as much as I want to. It will not lose resolution, But because it's on a mobile, of course, it's gonna look slightly pixelated. So anyway, let me open it up for you so that you can see. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and what I did is I created the interaction here because like I said, with the other one I couldn't. So this is the basic setup. You will have your character over here, which will be instantiated here, and then you will move around. You will come to the chair. The chair is not there at the moment, and over here this is where the laptop was and all of that. But this is what I've created so far. So I will show you the code base for that. This is over here because each and every file, each and every HTML file here has you see this script attached to it, the index.js. So this is what's running the whole show. So each and every element that you see here is being controlled by the JavaScript code that you see right here. So here I've got my key inputs, so when I press a key, this is what happens, and when I let go, this is what happens. And then I've got this, which deals with the collision, but at the moment I haven't set up the collision. As you can see, the only collision that is working is basically the screen boundaries, which has a different is in a different function. Here are the boundaries, so this is how I control where my walls begin and where the character can go and where they cannot go. So this is the movement so far. There have been some other challenges with it, but like I said, I will overcome them as I go. So yeah, so far this is what I've done, and I will give you another breakdown of everything that I've done. But one of the challenges that I also faced was with the sizing, because okay, first of all, let me explain one other thing. In order for me to use this, I had to turn this into a Sprite Sheet. Now, what a Sprite Sheet is, I will just open up the original file so that you can understand. Okay, first of all, this is the original environment that I created, right? And then afterwards, when I decided to use Canvas, then I had to use a different format, so I had to convert it into a Sprite Sheet. Now, what a Sprite Sheet is basically your images, but you put them into separate sections, right? You kind of separate them from each other so that when I use it in Canvas, then I can just be able to use just that image. Out of this whole Sprite Sheet, I can just choose which images I want to use and leave out the ones that I don't need. So how all of that is spot is that this is like a single image. This is represented on the code base by this I'll make like this over here. So each and every one has been broken down into single images. The left desk, so this is the actual image, and then this is the source size, the source position, and then the actual position here, and then the size of it. So I'm just basically tuning into I'm just picking out just little images here, and then it only renders that which I have picked and doesn't render everything that is here. That's why you don't have the chair and all of that. So this is my Sprite Sheet at the moment with all the images that I've created on it, and that's what I'm using with Canvas. So yeah, this is pretty much what I've done so far, and yeah, I'm quite excited. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'll be tackling the collisions, right? because I want to be able to collide with these objects over here. And also because of the interaction, there'll be a chair over there, so I will also set that up so that when I come into contact with the chair, then it will activate the lesson, and then it will take me to the screen where I can watch the lesson that is being presented on the projector. And once that is done, then I can move to my virtual reality headset, which would be over here, and that will be activated too, and that will take me to then the VR simulation where I will be put to the test, and I will have a challenge that I will have to pass in order to show that I have learned something. And once I've passed that, then that means that that lesson is covered. It is added to my experience, and then I get a badge or something like that. So that's pretty much the idea, okay, about this application. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. Yes, if I say too much, you might fall asleep. So yeah, hope it's been interesting. So till the next one, yo, love and peace, my brothers and sisters. I'm out.